Go where?
Welcome once again to the Low Block podcast set for you to enjoy your football delicacies in the form of me, Nico, and my buddy over here.
See that like that.
Hey man, we need to find a way to make it sound sexier. Like, oh man, this stuff is like delicious. It's delicious. The podcast is delicious. Football delicacies is crazy though. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy.
You did not just say that. You said you added as well for you to
Enjoy.
enjoy with me. And I was like, calm down. Don't just be
with
saying
me, with
things.
me, Lumo.
It's like, calm down.
Enjoy your football and delicacies with me. Yeah, nah. But let me continue on to say that what's on today's agenda? Today's agenda, we will be predicting the Champions League first round. You excited for it?
Yeah, man. It's been a while. Champions League. Well, I'm not excited because we faced haram football before we left for international break. We started off the after the international break with more haram football, and then our match is in the Champions League, and you're thinking, "Oh, I'm excited," but then you're meeting Simeone's haram football.
I find
What
this
do you think?
quite interesting
What
because
do you
I
think
don't think
that's
we ever
done?
spoke about the Liverpool Arsenal game. Did you actually think it was haram football?
Not really, but you
Yeah,
guys
it's for
are
the
playing
narrative.
like
It's fair.
set piece. Like there was a lot of fighting for corners that I did not like because we were weak in terms of defending corners before that, and defending set pieces. You saw how we conceded to Newcastle and stuff like that. So it was always scary. I was like, oh,
I
what do
got
they
you.
call it? Netanyahu. I was like, oh, he's gonna come through with the corners and he's gonna kill us. But yeah, after Haram on Wednesday, there's more Haram on the 20th with Everton. We can't catch a
But
break. Somebody
yeah,
said
but this
with
is super haram.
with the parking of the bus, we're never leaving the parking lot. That's what they said. We're
As
not
in
allowed
that
to leave the parking.
bars,
If you think
absolute
about it,
bars.
if you think about it, we were on the side of Haram against Newcastle. We had to be. Pull up
You
the
have
benches,
to
man.
be, but I understand what you're saying. You
We had to be.
specifically didn't have to be.
We had to be. We
They
had to be.
had ten men.
They were they were angry for some reason. Like leave us
They had
alone.
they had 10 men.
We
You
didn't do
really didn't
anything.
have to be.
Hey man, hey, those they had a plan for us from the get-go. Okay,
You
we're
know what?
talking like this.
I
We're
was laughing
supposed to
because
be
you were
putting
like,
up the thing.
huh?
I was saying as we're talking like this, put up the thing. That's what I was.
Oh, I see what you're
That's why
saying.
we. Yeah,
But yeah, no. Aside from
yeah.
that,
No,
man, no, it's just when
we
you
had
mentioned
to.
the haram
Yeah.
football for Arsenal, I was like, I've kept hearing this narrative, but I just think it's simply not true. Um, let me pull up the thing
Yeah.
so far.
Sound like a noob at football. You think everything is because of everything happening on the pitch? Sometimes it's like your last Haram game was last season. That does not matter.
I don't even know what you meant by that, by what you just said.
I'm saying agendas must agenda. That's what
Oh,
I
I
meant.
hear what you're saying.
And
I hear what you're saying.
if you don't understand that agendas must agenda, football is not for you. Find another sport. Go watch hockey.
Hockey is crazy, but it's because it's not popular
People,
enough for agendas to start.
yeah,
But now that we've
exactly.
roasted an entire profession, let's go on and start with our predictions. Okay, so it looks like there are two games at 6:45 South African time, of course. Um, and yeah, PSV versus Union Saint Gilloise.
Hey man,
and
USG.
USG. Yeah. It's funny when you said USG, I was like, yeah, USG. That's USG. I know USG. And let's go
So
Bilbao versus us, Arsenal. Athletic Club. I don't know if they still go by Atletico Bilbao because I haven't heard that name said in a
it's
while.
in the name. It's in the name. I still call them Bilbao.
So it's Athletic
It's
Club Bilbao or something like this.
something. It's definitely something. What do you see from that match as an Arsenal fan? Because it looks like an easy win for Arsenal, if I'm being honest.
If I'm honest, yeah, it should be. It should be. But I mean, we played them in the Emirates Cup, and we gave them like somewhat of a beating, even though we weren't like at our top level. And now we've like slowly gone into our top level. It should be a win. If it's not a win, then it's going to be quite disappointing, I think.
Okay. You're just expecting Arsenal to run over them and like no
Not run
conversation
over them, but
whatsoever.
like like a
Like
confident,
win,
like, huh?
like
What you
win,
say?
just win with a bit of yeah, they deserve to win. Like no
Yeah,
questions asked type of win.
yeah, like how we beat Nottingham Forest. Like Arsenal didn't run over Nottingham Forest technically. I mean, as the game went on, it started becoming that way, but there was a more of a calmer game. It was more of a simple win. Like if we didn't win 3-0, we would have won 2-0. It's one of those, kind of simple, not easy win, but win.
Okay. Are you confident enough to just like give us like a prediction? Let me not say a prediction. Just tell us what the future is saying. It's not a prediction. Tell us how many you're expecting to see in terms of goals.
Goals. Um, we only have one striker, which is Gyökeres. So he's obviously gonna start. And Gyökeres starting gives me like more like there's gonna be goals. But
But
yeah,
that's wait, sorry for stopping you. That's an interesting thing to say. Like we only have one striker, he's obviously going to start. Do you think that if Havertz was there, he wouldn't start? Because I
no,
think
Havertz would have started.
you think Havertz, because he's like Mikel's main man.
I mean, no, no, not because he's Mikel's main man. Because we're in the it's like give the guy rest. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you want to start
Gyökeres has
rotating
played
early.
multiple minutes. I mean, against Nottingham Forest, he was taken off very early. Just
I thought
like,
so. I
huh?
thought, but I saw it as they're resting him for the next game because you
Yeah,
guys were
exactly. They're
winning.
resting him for the Atletico Bilbao game. But if let's say if like we had Havertz, that could have still happened, but would still be like who's starting against Bilbao?
Oh,
Could have been
okay, tell me
Havertz. It
this.
would have been
Tell me this. Who is your main guy right now? Like if Havertz was fully fit, I mean it's this is like along the lines of prediction. It's not like you could ever know. But if
yeah,
Havertz was fully fit and Gyökeres is as he is now fully fit, do you think who do you think starts? Let me say that because I think
yeah. I think
Gyökeres.
yeah, I think very clearly Gyökeres starts. Why? I'm not. Am I making it sound like that's not the case?
No, no, no. I was just asking because it's an interesting question
No,
to me.
no,
Like
no.
it's
I
not.
think definitely because even when Havertz was fit, Gyökeres came straight into starts, and it was like they were trying their best to make sure Gyökeres gets up to speed as soon as possible. So you could tell.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, man, for me, I predict an Arsenal win.
You're not gonna say by how much.
I feel like score is like you know
It's just
unnecessary.
no, I get you. I get you. It's one of those like it's a sketchy thing. It's a
Yeah, if we were doing like specifics, score prediction would be fair, but like we're doing every single game.
That's true. Okay, on to the next PSV USG. I'll be honest. I this is one of the ones where you have your main screen that you're watching on, and then you have your screen have like playing another game that you're not really. watching. So I
Mm.
think that's going to be the case with the Bilbao and
Yeah,
PSV game. Like you're going to be watching Arsenal main screen, and then the other one is going to be in the background.
yeah,
But I
man.
still,
You have a
I
lot of
still think
faith in me. That I'm not sniffing in that game's direction. I will not be
no,
watching
no, no.
PSV versus PSG.
I just meant like in a from a neutral point of view,
I
because
don't even
sometimes you
think a
just have
neutral will be
games of.
watching PSV versus
I'm not
USG.
saying they would be. I'm saying like if you were, you would have that one in the not so important screen. My point is that it would be on the
Yeah, it'll
screen
be switched
that
off.
doesn't really matter. It's- okay, okay. Who do you expect to win?
PSV.
I expect PSV to win as well. Who's their coach right now? Is it
It's Van Persie.
or is it
No, Van
isn't Van
Persie's not
Persie at
fit.
Feyenoord?
Yeah, I was
Van
about to
Persie is
say
at
fit.
Feyenoord. Yeah.
Because they already lost Van Nistelrooy. Why does it say
Hmm.
coaches? Peter Bosch. I don't know who the hell that is.
Hey man, let's leave it alone. That's a dumb question. Look, Juve versus Dortmund. Yeah.
I
Hey,
wait, hold
PSV
on.
coming.
Just to start off,
Yeah.
you say PSV to beat USG, and
Yeah.
you said who you never quite said explicitly, right? Explicitly, I mean, right? For Atletico Bilbao versus Arsenal.
No, I said it earlier on. Expecting Arsenal to win.
I calm. Juventus versus Dortmund.
Oh, I
It's a
think
tough game.
yeah, this is one of the interesting ones. Like actually, if you look at that 9 o'clock slot, I think it might be the most interesting
I catch you. It would be the most one of the most interesting, I think.
one. Which one do you think is more interesting? Madrid,
I think
Marseille,
I think Tottenham Villarreal is quite interesting because Villarreal are actually very underrated this season.
very decent. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So, Juve, Dortmund. You know, Juve always has me on the fence. I can't lie. Juve has this thing where I could never, like, I am unable to predict.
I understand you, hey. There's such
It's
an inconsistent, like the most inconsistent team I've ever seen. And this is me looking from a distance, not to say I watch them week in, without week out, but
yeah,
they
yeah.
are the most inconsistent team I've seen.
So it's so difficult with Juve, and sometimes I feel like they're just doing it to spite me. I'll go
Yeah.
Juve to
You'll bet on
win
them and
next
then
week, bro. Juve at some point last season went on a drawing spree. Did they not? Like early
yeah,
on,
with that manager, what's his name? Thiago Motta.
was it
When they were
Motta?
unbeaten. Yeah, it was Thiago Motta. And then when they
Yeah,
were
when they were
unbeaten,
unbeaten, and then you check the unbeatenness, it's like draws.
17 draws, 2 wins.
It's like what's happening? Come on now. It was crazy. It was insane. They're always so difficult to predict, man. I remember
Yeah,
when I was like they would lose to Inter, they like drew 4-4 or something. Like it was
the
insane.
most recent one.
Nah, last season, the drawing spree that I'm talking about, I was like
Bro,
they would lose to Inter, they drew. I was like they would beat Parma, they drew again. And I'm like,
bro,
yo, fine, you'll draw with I think it was Udinese that afterwards. And then they won. I was like, you know what? Never betting on never betting on you. I'm sick and tired of this.
man, recently, just this past game week, Juve played Inter. And I
Bro,
saw the game was at 3-3, and I was like, I think Inter will win. So I just put a cheeky bet. Then Inter scored to make it 4-3. I wasn't watching the game, obviously. Inter scored to make it 4-3. Final score of the game was 5-4 to Juventus.
nah, it was
Dude,
it was it was it was 2-2 and then I think
oh,
3-2 and then
4-3.
the
Yeah,
final
you're right.
game final was 4, yeah. Cause
I was
cause
shocked
I
to see
think
that.
I think Kelly scored and then
Yeah, his goal was nice.
Kalanovic scored. No. Kelly, Yildiz, and then two from Kalinoglu, and
Yeah,
then another one from Tura. And then the Turam brothers scored as well. And did Turam's celebration. It was insane. I'll be honest, that would be something you're proud of.
I
Seeing your
can't
two
lie.
sons do good, bro.
I
It's
can't lie if I'm chilling playing ball and then my younger brother does my celebration. I'm choke slamming him.
no, I mean like you'd be proud of as a father,
I know what
as
you
the
mean.
older
I'm saying as
as
a
the older
brother, bro.
brother.
As an older,
Yeah,
I'm
as the
choke
older
slamming.
brother, you're
I'm
fighting.
choke slamming.
You're fighting. You're
I'm
fighting.
gonna give him a
There's
choke
no way.
slam.
You're like, there's no way. That's disrespectful. And as the older brother, like sometimes it's just I don't want to lose to you, man. I don't want
Yeah,
to lose.
exactly. It's like, bro, listen, bro, I'm better than you. Like, I know shit is not like popping the most that it could be popping, but I'm better than you. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm better than you.
I think we should add like a bunch of the other leagues games in the reviews as well, because that was an interesting game. It seems like we both kind of was keeping note of it as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. But yeah,
But
just
yeah,
in case if it pops up.
Juve, Juve have been on a decent run. I don't think
I think so
they have
too.
lost a game. They played Parma, they won. They played Genoa, they won. They played Inter, they won. So they're on an interesting run. So now does that give you confidence for them beating Dortmund? Obviously not.
I catch you. I think they will.
You think? But it's one of those tight games, man. I could see a draw happening, but it's Juve, so me saying a draw, they're probably gonna win or lose now.
I
Like
can see it
it's
still happening, but I think they're gonna win. Not
how is
because,
how is Dortmund been?
dude, no idea. Thing with Dortmund, ever since they're we rather keep Verts in the league bullshit. Not that specific
Man,
statement, but
that was
just
that
that
was nonsense.
just that energy alone.
How can you say I'd rather reinforce Bayern than get stronger boost? And I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's why it's so easy for Lewandowski to go to Bayern, for all these players to just move to Bayern, because there is no competitiveness from Dortmund itself. They're
Listen,
willing to sell. They're moving on some. If the league is stronger, we're gonna be strong. No, Bayern is going to be stronger, not you, not
yeah,
you.
because for years Dortmund have always like had that odor coming out of them. So that's why for years I've not kept up to date with Dortmund. But for them to just outright say it,
Hey,
like,
this
yo,
club
listen, man,
CEO, like you should be ashamed of yourself.
it's one of
You've
those where
just
it's like, well, what's the point? Imagine Arsenal sell like Bukayo Saka to Barcelona, and then Liverpool are like, we rather he have sold. No, no, yeah, Liverpool come out. We rather he have sold him to Man City. It's like what?
yeah, it's like
It'd be
like
like what?
so
Excuse
that
me.
we keep the best players in the league. I'm like, shut up, man. Shut up, because what you're saying makes no sense. Keeping him in the league makes sure that Dortmund doesn't score or not score, but win the title even more. Like it's more
Hmm.
incentive for Bayern to win because they bring in the best players from around the world because they have that ability because they are a top club in the world itself. But then now, if you have all of Germany giving them players, then they can get both of like the best of both worlds. Because in the world they're fighting against teams like Madrid, Liverpool, every big team they're fighting against them. But in Germany they are the main team. That means
Yeah.
Dortmund almost loses a battle against what's this Bayern. Almost always loses that battle, even for their own players. Like they would lose that battle. So saying that with the straight face and with like concern for German football is weird. Also, I think it's better for German football, like German national team, when they have these players that are playing elsewhere as well. I I feel like that's also better. Like it's not no one has ever explained it to me like in a this is why it's a bad idea like type of thing.
Mm.
it's like so weird. When he said that, I was like, and this was not me moving on some. I'm defending Liverpool. It's me. It was me moving on some. I used to like Dortmund, man. Bayern was just this like powerhouse that just won every season. I'm like, yo, Dortmund, fight back. When Bayern Leverkusen won, I was like, that's a good thing. Dortmund is like, nah, man. We'd rather Bayern win the league than lose all these German talents. It's like, come on, man.
It's just yeah. So from then, I just lost a bit of respect for them, and that adds to it. Like it's not that I don't think Dortmund have a good team or a team good enough to beat Juventus. It's just once you hear something like that, you're like, you just strike me. It just oozes more that I'm like, you just strike me as a team that aren't serious, and for that reason, right now, I'm just gonna say Juventus. Unless Dortmund, you're playing one of the lesser teams, then I'm just gonna say Juventus. I'm gonna say what I know. I know Juventus probably want to win the league.
Ooh, you have them winning the league?
I didn't say that. I said I know Juventus probably want to win the league.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean it on a mentality basis? Okay, okay.
Yes,
I
yes,
heard you.
yes.
I heard you. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Yeah, yeah. It is
But
your bad.
when
It is your
I
fucking bad.
said it, I said it twice. I said it twice. My bad twice. I
No, it is
said
your
it
bad,
twice.
bro. It is your bad.
But I said my bad twice. You heard me say my bad, and then
That's
your
why I
thought,
said
your first
it's
thought
your
is
bad.
say,
Yes, it is your bad. I
I
agreed with you.
already said it's my bad twice. I already said it. Why are you saying it even
You
for
hate it
both?
when I agree with you.
You know
I'll
what?
just
You know
start
what? You
disagreeing
know
with you
what?
from now on.
You know what? You know what? Fine, fine, fine. You win.
Thank
You
you.
you want to win? You
I
win.
always
You
win.
win.
Now let's continue. I always win. Yeah, let's continue.
I'm gonna come back to that one Bilbao win.
That's too far.
Bilbao 3-0. Oh, calling you. I'm
let
video
me change,
calling
let
you.
me change my prediction.
So Juve for the win. I think so too. Dortmund hasn't filled me with confidence for a long time. It's the same as Juve, by the way. That's why it was a bit tough for me to say.
Mm, mm, I catch.
Benfica, Cara, Cara,
Carabag.
oh,
I
I
think
don't
this is going to be a 1-1 draw.
think so. I think this is a Benfica win. I feel like Juve Dortmund has more potential of a draw than this one. I feel like it might be a Juve win.
I agree with you, obviously, but when you're just like, I don't know, man. Portuguese teams just there's something about them that's really weird. Like I just feel like they're gonna draw it because I feel like Carabag are gonna come hungry.
They're going to be, especially first game of the like Champions League,
Yeah,
right?
I'm
It's
pretty
like
sure
it's
this is
like
their
first.
return as well. I don't think they were in the thing last season.
I think they were Europa last season, maybe.
I think so, Europa or conference. I don't remember, but I
Or
know that
conference.
I don't think they were in the UEFA. So yeah,
Nah, they were not.
this is me just like out here just saying shit, man. I think Karabag are gonna win. I just think I reckon Karabag are gonna try really hard and get the draw. It's not like obviously like if you're asking me who I think is better, Benfica, who's home, Benfica. I just feel like, banana skin.
I think so, but honestly, that's
Uh,
interesting. I would. Oof, this is a tough one. I never thought of it that way. I just had Benfica more likely to win than.
yeah, no, I'm very
Than
influential. When I say something, you just feel like changing your mind.
okay,
And I get it.
okay,
It's not new.
okay.
You're not the first person.
Foolish.
You're not gonna
The
be the
last time
last.
they were in the last time they were in the Champions League was 2017, 2018.
Well,
They were in a group with Chelsea and Madrid and Roma. So yeah,
yeah, let's see what happens.
yeah, they're gonna be hungry.
Yeah, but
They're going to be hungry. I still don't have them winning. They came last in the Europa League last season in the
Mm,
table with three
mm,
points. They lost 7 games.
mm.
At least they won one.
Yeah, draw.
Yeah, I have Benfica winning, man.
All right, our first differ.
Yeah.
Good.
Tottenham, Villarreal.
Okay, I'm going to go for a Villarreal win. Half of this is
Is
pure hatred,
okay. Yeah, yeah, fair.
and the other half is that Villarreal are actually a pretty impressive team.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, but
Oh,
Tottenham
Tottenham
are
are even back in the Champions League. They can have a lot of energy.
yeah,
That's
and
shaky. Eh?
also new manager, a couple of
First
players
time,
that are not that bad.
first
Yeah,
time,
first time,
90% of
first.
their 90% of their team. It's a
Yeah,
first time for 90% of their team.
and that's always like a proper thing. Like let me see who in their squad is having like a first timer. Ooh, not a first timer, but they got Kolomwani as well, so that's always good. But I think they have
Goalkeeper,
players that are they have
Van
Kudus.
de Ven, Udogi, like damn near all their players. Like very
Yeah,
few of their players have played Champions League football before.
Kudus.
Kudus, yeah, Kudus. I mean, he played with
It
Ajax,
just
but still, it's
nah,
just
man. He's been starved of Champions League football for like 3 years now.
yeah. And what's it called? Yeah,
But
even
like
even
if you probably look back, there's probably going to be like, oh, this Tottenham player played Champions League uh, uh with Genoa 5 years ago. Like it's like come on. There's always gonna be that, but they have players that are hungry.
I
They
get
have
you.
even the young ones like Bergval who's never touched Champions League. Who it's like they have all these players, man. Did Basuma ever play champs
Yeah, I think he did with Tottenham.
with Tottenham?
Tottenham
Ooh,
haven't been out of Champions League that long.
yeah, 22, 23. They've been out for 2 seasons. I think
Yeah,
23, 24, and 25, 25. Yeah. So he was there in the 22, 23 season.
I guess.
I think that was his only campaign though.
Yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah. But yeah. So they have a lot of hungry players. I see a Tottenham we're gonna fight for this and a Tottenham win. Oh my God, I hate it when it's just straight wins for everyone. It
I
makes it
get you.
makes it makes it it makes it a bit shaky. But yeah, I see Tottenham doing a lot more. I haven't seen much of Villarreal, and that's what I'm basing my
Mm,
win thing on win prediction on.
of course, naturally so. For me, I'm gonna go for a Villarreal win.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just because um pure hatred. And now Real Madrid versus Marseille. Green
Ooh,
Greenwood.
the Shaitan Club versus uh the
Second chance
criminals.
FC.
Second Trust FC.
What's it called? Marseille have Aubameyang, they have Greenwood, they have
Man, Real Madrid is at home. Put it in the bag, man.
yeah, I
Stop
think this
it.
one's put it in the bag, man. I don't even
Yeah.
think Marseille will defend like that. However, I think a lot of Marseille players will play well. But I think it's yeah, this one's in the bag, bro.
The way you're starting to list off names, it's like, come on, Jax, what are we doing? What are we
They
doing?
got a lot of good players. They're actually a decent team, but yeah. Real
They
Madrid.
have Angel Gomez.
Yeah,
God,
Real Madrid are operating at a very high level right now.
yeah, bro. You're talking about Aubameyang. They figured out how to play Mbappe and Vidi. Actually, they
Listen,
just
man,
rotated
Aubameyang,
the
bro,
the
fuck the shit. Like, fuck up Hoyson. Let's not sleep
ball.
on this.
Højlund is like young. Aubameyang is old. Aubameyang will get his goal and then that's it.
That's what I
He
mean.
won't
Like
win the game.
that can
Oh,
happen.
you're talking like scoring a goal that's possible. But I'm talking about winning them the game. Like there's
Yeah,
no
I
one I
mentioned I
can look at.
mentioned this is obviously in the bag, but it's just quite interesting because Marseille have a lot of interesting players that I think it's going to be quite an entertaining game, nevertheless.
They have um the West Ham guy,
Which was them guy? Ben
the
Rama.
Moroccan defender.
Ben Rama. The defender,
No,
good.
yeah.
Ben Rama went
Uh, when
to
I when I
Lyon.
when I found out that guy went there, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Benjamin Pavard also went there. I was like, oh, that's also interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, they got a lot of decent players there, I think. But yeah, I think we both agree this is a banger.
This is like, yeah, this is the bank.
Okay. On to day two. I think this one we can speed through a bit more because I'm seeing a lot of like wastemen. Okay, no disrespect to like professional clubs or what.